said.
But I'm just saying, like, I know I'm like talking about the job, but that's my outreach to these people. Like, they don't. Old boy at the job, right? He was right there with me this morning at the front. I got him reading Rich Dad Poor Dad too, along with old girl. So we talking, and he asked me like, yeah, it was a bum. He asked me like, what made you change and whatnot? So I said it's an article.
Change?
Yeah, like change my financial behavior.
Oh.
Yeah. And I said it's an article, bro. But this article wasn't out when I changed. Certain circumstances made me change it. But if you look at this article, it says by 2053, all people of our culture, because I don't like to use certain words in certain rooms.
Word.
I like to use the word culture. And he was like, black people? Like, yes, yo, culture, follow me, culture. You can Google it. Our net worth as a community is supposed to be 0, bro. He said, no, I said, look it up. So he put it in his phone, Googled it, and he said, yo, and this article came out 3 years ago. How you remember that?
It's supposed to be 0.
It's supposed to be 0.
Mm-hmm.
Our net worth as a culture is supposed to be 0.
It's supposed?
In 2053, we ain't supposed to be worth nothing.
We're supposing that.
Researchers, statistics, they're watching our, these iPhones, these Androids, these smartwatches, these paid companies. I'm invested in a paid company. I'm a private equity investor in a paid. I want your data. The data tells us, me, them, what we are spending our money on. Where's our money going?
Man, listen.
We're being tracked.
Listen, man. I understand that, but yo, this country as an entity might not even exist.
2053?
It might not even exist.
We're in 2022 right now.
It might not even exist.
What are you talking
listen,
about?
if we go to war, yo, the whole
29 more years?
Yo, the whole European, if we go to war within the next 5 years, yo, the whole European Union will be decimated.
So we'll be in our 70s.
If we go to war, yo, anytime soon,
That time comes.
if we go to war anytime soon,
You don't think we're going?
fuck no, we not gonna make it, yo. Yo, you see how Putin telling us the United States to back off? Yo, we go to war, we ain't making it, yo. If Putin, if a lot of these countries drop the dollar, yo, we going to war because the dollar ain't gonna be worth shit. And if we go to war, come on, yo, you heard it on.
No, I already know that.
Yeah.
I told people at my job,
You heard it.
yo, we can't afford it. One, we can't afford it. Two, ain't no way. But it's crazy because we keep printing money. We sending Ukraine money. Like, stop that.
Sending Ukraine.
Stop that.
Now listen, black people go there, man. They ain't getting all that money.
They ain't getting none of that.
You know, we sending Ukraine money.
But we the dummies that did it when yo was like, Charlemagne. They're not black if they don't vote for me.
Yo, he really.
How we let this man get away with that?
That's
on
what
a
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, yo.
talk show. We let this man freely say that, and we still voted for it.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
We still voted for it.
Listen. Trump didn't say anything.
He never said nothing like that.
Trump
Not in face value or in person.
Listen.
You know what I mean? But
Both of them
behind closed doors.
Listen, both of them are the same. But what he said made logical sense. He said, listen, your schools are the worst. Your da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. At least if you get behind me, you'll have da-da-da-da. And look, lesser two. We chose a lesser of two evils, right? If we gotta choose, I don't even want to say if we gotta choose, but if we wanna choose,
I would have. Let me not. Go ahead.
I wouldn't go with neither. But if you gotta choose one, I would go with the more logical of the two. I'll go with the more logical of the two because it makes sense.
Because old boy ain't logical
At
right
all.
now.
At all.
At all.
Now, there's theories out there saying he was cloned and things.
Oh my God. I ain't. Listen.
Hey, yo, I get a kick out of those.
He's logical for manipulating us. He just voted in the first black
Oh, yeah, for
Supreme
sure.
Court justice female.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
But her husband is white.
Yeah, it's a bull. Yo, it's a bullshit.
We can't have it all?
It's a
We
bullshit.
can't have it all?
Nah. Listen.
We can't have it all.
No. And, I mean, that's cool. Like, I'm not against that. But
I'm not against it neither, but
listen,
I see it.
What we really need is silence. That's what we need. We don't need people in office.
We don't like each other, E.
People in positions.
Let's speak reality, bro. We don't like each other. We fight each other.
I think that's a small percentage. I really think that's a small percentage.
We need every nook and cranny, bro. I think people's eyes can be opened up if they're around the right people that can give them a certain type of example. I think their eyes can be opened up, but we don't like each other. Can you blur out my badge?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
I don't know if it posted yet. I think it did.
Oh,
But
the other new
yeah,
episode?
when I was putting on my mask, I
Okay.
blurred it out. So yeah, I
Okay.
could definitely do it. Definitely do that for you.
Thank you. But we need to really. There has to be a Martin and Malcolm mixed
And you know,
in one individual. I know it to work because I just did it and I'm drained from it, but I did it.
that's Kevin Samuels. It's Kevin Samuels.
I'm really about to get away.
No, for real. Look at it, bro. You want a Malcolm Martin mix? Yo, that's Kevin Samuels. Like Richard. That's what it is. You don't think so?
I mean, in the view of all people, and I'm not just talking about relationship, like period, broad span.
On all people? Or all people?
Not all people, our culture, but a broad span.
What you mean a broad
Meaning,
span?
like, we not just focus on one singular topic. I mean, like,
But he doesn't. He doesn't.
too much he does.
No. Because
I
that's
need to catch up on the show. Then.
yeah, but that's
But-
yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you
I'm
do.
way behind.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
But that's the underlying issue.
Relationships are the underlying issue, but there are other issues because if you don't have certain other things, it will always break down in a relationship.
But he addresses that though.
Yes, he tells people go and get counseling.
Yeah, but a lot, like, it's been several people that was going to give up that's in his focus groups that actually got married.
Kevin Samuels, help me, help myself. Okay. Can't help me help myself.
I think
It's a
focus more on the tone.
Yeah, but it's a Martin. It's what you do and what you show that solidifies the proof.
Yeah, I think it'd be more effective if you know, if whoever that person is just flashing the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I did it without flashing. I didn't flash to the end. I just started wearing these.
Nah, I think, listen.
I just, you know, I just.
Cause yo, people follow the crowd, right? So, but it's a risk. Like yo, if you want to sacrifice yourself and be on the front stage and do that, cool, no problem. Me, I'm not about that life, as you can see. I'm trying.
I used to wear watches.
Listen,
I don't even.
I'm looking to get my Douglas quietly, and I'm gonna work from it.
But like I said, like Martin and Malcolm combined. Neither one of them were extremely rich men, but they understood where our culture needed to go. It had been too late on certain instances.
As far as what?
Family dynamic, spiritual dynamic, financial dynamic. Not Malcolm Martin was a little late. I did. But the financial was. But they were getting there, but they had the influence. See, we don't have. But see, that's another problem. When you look at other cultures, their family is a situation. Not a bad situation. I don't mean it like that. I mean, they are a business entity. And of course, they love each other. They run around, they joke around, they have problems just like everybody else. Don't mess with their spirituality, their family dynamic, their finances. Don't play with them.
You know what? It's an example of that, and it's a perfect example. See, a lot of people, and actually both Martin and Malcolm met with this man. See, a lot of people want to focus on the Malcolms and the Martins, but a lot of people.
I'm just giving you the influencers. I'm not saying the guy that really. I know there's a person behind them that really runs it. There's a person behind me that really runs it. I'm not talking that person that they go seek and learn from. Once they seek and learn, they become influencers of that.
Yeah, but if the example is already there, like even the sovereign aspect of it, and even the business aspect of it, it was there. Like all you gotta do is follow the blueprint. So I think the real question is, why isn't it being done? That's the real question. Just like if you study, just like if you study history, right? Like from a theological standpoint, like there's always been people. I'm talking about the Bob Marleys, the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's, the Marcus Garveys, the Fidel Castros, the Muammar Gaddafi's, those guys. It's always been guys like that come up in any and every generation. But it's like the problem still exists after. And it's only been one instance where in a short dispensation of time that has been eradicated, right? But it fell. Why did it fall? Because of the people. Not the principles of it, the people. So I always ask the question, well, approaching it from a theological aspect, like, yo, what was it about the people of Nineveh that I actually want to take a trip there today? Look around, study, do some archaeological things. What was it about them that made them successful? That every other society.
What's the culture called?
Oh, the city of Nineveh. According to that, theological, literary. They was the only city that wasn't destroyed, so to speak. So what was it about them? What was it about their mindset that caused them to go from doing one thing that was the earning destruction, completely doing a 365, and it says everybody from the top people to the lowest of people, basically, got their stuff together. So what was it about them that every other society or whatever you want to call it before them and after them can't get right? Can't get right.
They followed the principles though.
I mean, they must have, but like, yo, I want to.
You know what?
They must have did something, right? For them not to be destroyed. But eventually, like, we all die. So they all die. Like,
And then it becomes a generational thing.
Yeah. So why didn't the next generation pick up on that? But then again, our individual is our individual success predicated on what the masses do?
In this society, yes.
I would say no.
How you bounce back after you fall?